Hey guys, Jim Graves here, doing a manga haul for you guys. Just got it in today. So I also got another thing in. I'll show it to you guys. I had to make sure it was where y'all can see it. So as you can see right here, we finally got a light Yagami. Um, and then if you can see all right here, before I only had Sanji, Brooke, and Frankie. Now I have a Chopper. You can't really see him except for maybe a horn or a part of his hat. Nami, Zolo or Zoro, and Robin, and of course Luffy. So those were like the new pops today as well. I got two other ones that were the gargoyle ones. Got a Bronx, which is the dog, and Demona, which is like the female one that is like evil, kind of. So, anyway, let's get into this manga haul. So, first off, out of the top of the box, we got Yuna and the Haunted Hot Springs Volume 4. Really, really good one. I'm enjoying the series like hardcore. We also got, I want to know, but I don't have a knife on me right now. This is Goblin Slayer, the side story year 1. Um, Looks pretty cool. Some of the stuff we kind of learned about in like the first chapter, the first manga and stuff about fighting goblins, though, looks like he hasn't learned all his stuff yet. Um, his armor, his helmet has horns on it. He's using a katana, stuff that are basically no-nos within the goblin layers and stuff like that. You don't use a katana or any long sword or anything like that because it's close spaces and that you could basically not be able to swing and kill a goblin or anything with that. The horns, I'm not sure if it's just a reason why they could grab onto it, something like that. So, little different for that. Um, we also got Devilman versus Hades. This cover looks super cool. All the other ones have kind of been kind of, but not really that cool. And let's see here. On the back, we kind of got a little special thing. It says it's the epic crossover of Devilman and Mazinger Z uh, reaches a thunderous conclusion. So this might be the last volume of it as well. Let's see. Yes, we do have the end page on here. So I guess Mazinger got included in there too. But yeah, really good cover art for this one. I like it. We've only usually just had like Hades on one, and then we had Devilman on the other one. So now we're getting both. Right. We also got A Terrified Teacher at Ghoul School, Volume 5. This is one I can't wait to start yet. Hopefully, it's a little different than Rosario Vampire. Then we got The Strange Creature, Kuriri in of Kuriri Apartments. Some of these are wrapped up, so I don't think they actually want us to look into them or not. And then this one is Dead Mount Death Play. This one looked really good. That's why I wanted to go ahead and get this one. It's one of those side volume ones, though. So, really cool stuff. Kind of looks like it's got the same colors and everything of like trying to think about it. Dead Man Wonderland. So maybe it'll be kind of like that. Then we got this other one. It's new. And this is one that is supposed to be like fairly cool and everything. Oh man, and you can tell these are new. if you guys can hear that. If you get a new volume and you just barely open the pages like this and you hear popping, it means it's probably new off the shelf and nobody's even looked into it yet. But this one is Wonderland. It's supposed to be kind of like an Alice in Wonderland story where a girl gets shrunk down um, and trying to find her way out from there, I think, and then the rest of the story goes from there. So, but it's also supposed to be like a horror reads one, which is good. Then we got Captain Harlock, Space Pirate Dimensional Voyage, Volume 6. We got him with his wings. This is one I think next year, after I get caught up on everything. Wonderland is not. I know I've already pre-ordered Volume 2. I don't know how much farther it goes from there, though. Give you a little sneak preview of that. Pause it and you can read it. But yeah, we should have some cool stuff coming off of it, though. But yeah, next year I think I might split some of my months up into like categories, like space or science fiction and stuff, and then read ones that are related to that, or maybe a week or something. So kind of like little competitions or like little week themes to read next year. So different stuff like that, you know, because that'll be my first actual like full year of being a YouTuber and everything. And then we have this one, The Isolator. This is another one I'm waiting to jump into. This is volume 4. So we're getting pretty close. That one and Astra Lost in Space are the two that I've always like put together. I've always wanted to read them together, and there's always something that hops out in front that I like can't read them yet, or something like that, or they lose their priority. So for some reason, I don't know why it happens, but it does. And then we have Card Captor Sakura Clear Card. This one is volume 5. Really good. Not as big as like the omnibus versions of the other one, though. Let's see. Try and keep these spread out on the side of the computer on a little table. Then we have Wana and the Dragonauts 7 Kingdoms. This one's pretty good. I think this one's better if you know a little bit of Spanish, which I do know a little bit of Spanish to it, because that's what Wana actually talks in, is Spanish. And I think this one gets derailed a lot, just because it doesn't have a lot of people that understand what she's saying. And sometimes when she's really going on a tangent, you can't understand what she's saying. Knowing a little bit, I like the tangent of that from being able to read this one. Like if you were in school or something, being able to read this one, not understand anything, and then if you took a Spanish class to understand everything that she was saying, and then go back and reread it and understand everything that she's saying, I think that would be pretty good. I'm kind of on the fence. I know a little bit. I took it in middle school, but other than that, I don't really know anything to it. And then let's see, because this looks like it's supposed to be the last one as well. See if we have an ending page. We do have an ending page on this one too. What is this one? 7 Seas. So we do have an ending right there on the bottom. So we have 2 of them that we are getting close and that are ending so far. Then we have Glosseum Volume 4. This series is just crazy. I've only read the first one, so I have the other 2 sitting on my bedside table to read. So I need to get into that, but it's pretty funny, especially some of the other characters that we see and we know like who they are, just because of where they take the art from. Inside Mari. This one, the description of it seems really weird, but we'll have to see exactly what it is. I can't fully remember everything about it. I think it's like a guy is inside of a girl's body, if I remember right. Yeah, his spirit like enters the body of a girl, and this Mari girl, and so he's actually like the spirit inside of her, instead of Mari's actual spirit. So that one's going to be good. Then we have Land of the Lustrous, Volume 7. This one still holds up pretty well. I'm just ready, though. I actually talked to somebody else about this not that long ago. I'm actually ready for this one to kind of be done, um, because they're kind of at some of the points where it seems like they're not moving forward anymore. They're just kind of there, and but there's still progression of the character, which is the good part of it. But as far as like the plot and everything of the story, it seems like we're kind of at a standstill. So hopefully they'll either work more into the story from there, and we'll get the plot moving farther, or we um, we'll get an ending at some point. Hopefully, though, we're kind of on the home stretch. If not, then we do have another like kind of, I would guess you would kind of say it's an arc, even though this story doesn't really have arcs. Our main character kind of got stolen by the enemy, and so now we're gonna see what happens to them and where it goes from there. Because we know nothing about these people that live on the moon, so stuff like that. And then we have Volume 3 of Hakumi and Mikoji, The Little Life in the Woods. This one, guys, is phenomenal. Very phenomenal. Especially the art in this one. I always like getting the covers for it. You see animals. The animals are drawn like to precision, fruits, berries, leaves, anything. I mean, imagine yourself as like a little person, and basically doing that, like Arietti, something like that, or Thumbelina. Then we have Nico Gahara, Stray Cat Samurai. This one takes a little time coming out, but it's really good. Oh, and here we go. So this is our third volume today that we've gotten that is finaling itself out. The other one that we had already was what was it? Wana and the Dragonutes, and then Devilman versus Hades was the other one. Let's see. Then we have A Boy and His Beast, Volume 4. This one is a lot better than what it comes off being. I love getting this one. It just seems like it takes forever. Oh man. So this is our next one that is this one's finishing too. So this is the last volume for Boy and His Beast. So we're up to 4 that are finishing. Then we got this one. I didn't know we were getting this one. This is Astra Lost in Space. This is the one I mentioned earlier. And this one too is ending right there. So we're up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 series that are ending in this haul. Then we got the next one of Food Wars, Volume 27. This one, I think we're getting close to having it end, probably around 35, 32, maybe, somewhere in there. This one has still held up. This one is a great series. I highly recommend it to most people, especially if you like cooking or anything like that. See if this one has anything. I don't think this one will end anytime soon. But after getting 5 volumes, I might as well check, right? So this one is I Am a Hero Volume 8. Can't wait to get into the series. I Am a Hero is spectacular. Highly recommend it to everybody. I'm behind a couple of volumes, but hopefully we'll jump back up on the horse here soon and blaze through all these series that are ending and everything else and try and get done and all that. So anyway, now I'm just conscious. I'm trying to check everything, make sure we don't have this ending or anything. This one has an end, but I don't think it's the last chapter. Let me check the pretext. This one does not have a pretext in it. So this one may be the last one of this one too. I'm not sure. This is Akashic Records of the Bastard Magic Instructor. This is volume 5. Okay, and then we have Arifureta. This one's really good. From Commonplace to the World's Strongest. Really good story for this one. I like the vibrant colors that they put on it with the characters and everything. And then the border. They always put a border around the book too. The first one was, I believe the first one was red. Second one is blue, and then this one's green. So the next one we get might be a yellow or something like that. But this story is super good. I'm excited to finally get the next exciting conclusion of the story. Let's see if there's anything. That one is not ending. Whew. How many series can we have ended in one manga haul? Gosh. Then, of course, a classic that we're getting now, My Hero Academia. This is volume 16. I like how we've gone from all the white colors to now we're getting darker, and the color is starting to change. So now it's this black color. Almost looks kind of like Stranger Things title right there, kind of. But we got that one. That'll be a good read. Always a good read. Juni Tyson, Zodiac War. Let's see. This one, I don't think this one's going to be out for very long. I think this one probably is going to end at like book 5, maybe. Just depends on reading this and who is going to die next, which is funny how the characters die in this at different points. It's kind of like the character overthinks and doesn't know. I have a little bit of room, yes. But this one is a great series as well. So Juni Tyson, Zodiac Wars. It's great though. It's like the Zodiac meets the Hunger Games or Battle Royale, something like that. It is a really good series though. I held off on that one without knowing like if I wanted just to jump into it or anything. I started reading it. I was like, this is great. I don't know why I waited so long to read it. Promised Neverland, Volume 7. If you know, we finally met another human, so we're getting into that. Not knowing where we're still going from there, if they're evil or good or anything. So we'll have to figure that out. But yeah, Promised Neverland, Volume 7. Another good series that we had coming in. Platinum In, another spectacular series. If you like Death Note, you'll love Platinum In. It's really good. This one's more on the angel side than the death side, I guess. So as far as the characters go and stuff, but this one's really good. I'm really enjoying this one too. This one again, it's one of those that it's kind of a tournament, so you know how far like it's going to go. So I don't think we have too many more of this. This will probably end at like volume 10 as well. And then our last one down here in the bottom, it's a series I hadn't started yet, but it took a little while for this book to come out. Double check, make sure this one's not going to end on us too. No, it says it has a to be continued, so we should be good as far as it goes for this one. But this one is my youth romantic comedy is wrong as I expected. So this one should be a very good series too, especially with it being I believe it's a slice of life romance series, which is spectacular. So we'll have to do all that. So that's it for anything in the box. Let me go through these one more time and I'll show you. So these are ones that are going on my to read later shelf, my TBR. And then everything else that I show you after this stack is in my current reads, which I'm trying to catch up on desperately. I have maybe 4 medium-ish stacks in my room that I'm trying to get through right now and get caught up on all those series that are on there because I either A, started it at some point and just kind of let it get out of whack, or um, I started it and then put the series down and never picked it back up. So I'm trying to finish those right now before I get into new ones. Um, but we might have to like put all my continuous series like My Hero Academia, stuff like that, um, on the back burner until I get like the ones that are completed. Because I have maybe 6 series in there that are completed. I just haven't completed them yet. And I'm such and such books into it. So we may have to put my other ones on the back burner and finish those ones before we move on. I kind of find myself stuck in between both of those. So if I push one of them over, I think I can read the rest of them, get them done, and then jump back on the horse and still be good to go. But let's go over these real quick. So going on the shelf immediately, my youth romantic comedy is wrong as I expected, volume 9. I don't think I showed you guys this, but the background on this looks really good. Kind of sitting there at it being like almost kind of ominous, but not. So, Akashic Record of the Bastard Magic Instructor, volume 5. Nothing early on the back of this one. Astro Lost in Space. This one is ending. This one does have good art on the back too, and you can see it down there, other side past my pinky, is the final thing for it. Card Capture Sakura Clear Card. This is volume 5. Lead up from a great series. The Isolator, volume 4. Captain Harlock Space Pirate Dimensional Voyage number 6. The Strange Creature Kurahuri Apartments at Kurahuri Apartments. That's volume 2. A Terrified Teacher at Ghoul School, volume 5. And Devilman versus Hades, volume 3. I think this one is ending too, I'm pretty sure. But we also have that Marzinger that's a part of it now. So we have a third competitor in the competition. Let's see if I can relocate these back behind the computer. And then let's get through this big stack right here. These ones I'm just going to lay up on the computer so I don't have to shift one leg to the other. Platinum In, Volume 7. Good read, like I already said. And then I always like these covers. They're so weird. Almost like Digimon or Pokemon holographic cards that you knew were cheap, like the stickers. The Promised Neverland, Volume 7. Junie Tyson, Zodiac War, Volume 2. My Hero Academia, Volume 16. Arifureta, From Commonplace to the World's Strongest, Volume 3. I'm a Hero, Volume 8. Food Wars, Volume 27. A Boy and His Beast. This is the last one of this series. So at Volume 4. Nico Gahara, Stray Cat Samurai, Volume 5. Last one of this series, too. Hakumi and Mikochi Volume 3. Um, this one's really good. Like I said, art and everything for it. Land of the Lustrous Volume 7. Inside Mari Volume 1. Glosseum Volume 4. Wana and the Dragonauts 7 Kingdoms Volume 3. This is also the last one. Wonderland Volume 1. What's up, hey? Death Mount, Death Play Volume 1. One of those side ones. I'm pretty sure that one goes on for a little while. Yuna and the Haunted Hot Springs Volume 4. And our last one on the recap, Goblin Slayer Side Story Year 1. So I got some plastic to cut off a couple of these. So we'll just have to do that and get them where they're supposed to be so I can read them and get them done. But, yep. So, thoughts, opinions, questions, anything before I get off? Probably give you like 3-4 minutes right when we hit like the 30-minute mark. Yes, it was a big haul. I got the little email for them, Right Stuff sending it to me, and I was like, oh yeah. And I guess I just didn't look at the list to know how many I had coming in, and I was like, and I got the box, and I was like, this seems like a lot more than what it should be. How was I getting this many? So I knew my next one was going to be a full amount, but I didn't expect this one to be. So my next one might be smaller than this one. We'll just have to wait and see. But I'm not adding anything new to my collection just yet. If I do, we'll have to wait and see from there. But it will probably be a little while before I buy any new stuff that's not like my up-to-date pre-orders or anything like that. So we did get a kind of Mazinger. It was Devilman versus Hades, and Mazinger made a crossover appearance, which that's cool. You know, all those old ones and stuff like that probably is pretty cool coming in, especially for people that have seen it before. I've never seen Mazinger before. And I'm reading like 2 other Devilman series, so those ones are pretty good. That's good. Yeah, that's one of those. Kind of waiting to see if they will have a Mazinger like manga publication, like a newer one. But I'm not sure if they'll do it or not. I know they had a new Ultraman one that was really good, and kind of some of the older series they're reprinting and all that. But I still haven't really seen anything that's fully like Mazinger related. But I mean, we are getting a bunch of old like things more up to date and new rehashed, like Infinity Force. That one we have the main Gotcha Man guy, and I can't remember the other names. Karaman, something like that. And then there's 2 other ones. Tora, I think, and then somebody else. And those are all from other series from a different publisher that are now getting a rehash like Ultraman and coming out where they're their own like force, um, stuff like that. Oh, no, I didn't catch that. Well, now I'll know. You were on one of the other ones. I was like, oh, I got a new person. I was like, wait, hold on. This person sounds like they know me. So sometimes it happens. I actually had a problem with that with Shin Megami Talks or Jay Shy. Um, he's got another one on Goodreads that's a different name, and I was like, "You sound like this other guy that's one of my friends on YouTube." He goes, "I am your friend on YouTube." I never knew that that's who that was, but that's who it turned out to be. So it was pretty funny. Well, now that I know, I'll be able to say I know who this is. I think you're our third or fourth person that I know of that has changed the name or something like that. Amaskio J changed him from Starwing and Hawking or Starwind and Hawking to Amaskio J, and then Little Toxic changed his to Static, and now you've changed yours from Spring Sierra to Sotai Fire. I was like, I can't tell if that's a T or an L this far away. The edge of the table is like here, and the laptop camera is like farther back. But yes. So, and there might be like one or two other people that have changed it since I started doing stuff on YouTube. Oh, okay. That'll be our little joke. I'm sure somebody else will get tripped up on it and they'll be like, Coyote Fire. And so I'll probably see you on a live stream or something and be like, hey, Coyote Fire. And they'll be like, who's he talking to? How does he know how to say that? It'll be funny. I'm telling you. But we had a big Mong haul today. We also got a pretty good sized pop haul today. Um, so hopefully, after I get done with this, I'm going to try, if we don't start going house hunting, I'm going to try and finish my other bookshelf to finish up my stuff with that. And then move on from there, basically, whatever we're going to do. Um, so that'll be good. I'll be able to do some more stuff with that and spread some of the other stuff out. Also, be able to go through some of my other stuff. I have a sticky note. If you guys can kind of see it, like right here, I can't find my Get Backers Volume 1. And I think it was when Bazaar was here, we started shuffling everything around. I think we put it in one of the Tokyo Pop boxes that I have, but we will have to look at that. And then I kind of want to look. We have a house that we're kind of figuring that we might get, and I want to see kind of what the space looks like for that area, if it's going to be a good large space or not. You just gotta catch up, add a little more to it, or some pops or anything. I mean, um, most people think all mine are packed, but I have to kind of pack them that way. I used to have it where I didn't have to worry about that. Everything that I would have together was all shelves that were completed or not completed. And then I would have kind of a transition shelf in the middle of what I had read but wasn't completed yet. So now I'm kind of like trying to wait and do all that. Oh yeah, I mean you can totally do that and then slowly like remove them as you go to fill the space in. Right. Well, hopefully, I don't know if you guys heard. I think Cody Fire, you were there. Of course, that was before you changed, before you evolved, and from like cell to perfect cell. Um, I a couple weeks ago, I ended up losing my job for whatever reason. We don't know why. We're never told anything like that. But I already have another prospect that's good. They want to hire me for a little more and actually give me time to go back to school and stuff like that. So that hopefully will be really good. I was just going to continue my pre-orders, but now that somebody else has said, "Hey, I want to hire you because of your work ethic and everything and your personality," they're like, we really want you." So kind of better, I guess. The opposite of like, I guess, rubbing salt in the wound because it was. I took a break. I got let go on a Wednesday, and then I took a break from basically doing everything for like 3 days, and then we had Thanksgiving last week, um, and all that. So I took that break, and then turned around and started trying to like look for jobs and stuff that weekend a little bit, everything, and then I think by Sunday night, um, I had somebody say, "Hey," um, and it was kind of a family friend. They were like, "Hey, I want to hire you." They were like, "I can't believe they let you go, but we need somebody that kind of has your personality style." They're like, "You're not very aggressive or anything like that. You're really friendly," and they said that they also had wanted to hire me too because they knew I had the credentials and everything of it, but they wanted to also give me the position just because they knew who I was, everything. But they also said that they wanted another guy in the office just because I think it was three. I'll be like the third gentleman to like 15 ladies. So stuff like that. I think that's about it. I don't know if it adds any more to it, but anyway, yeah. So like Wednesday took 2 days of break. Weekend, Saturday I did my kind of little kettle corn business thingy, and then hopped over um, Sunday, and that's when um, I was told basically, "Hey, I'll make sure that you get a job," all this other stuff, and I didn't think it was true. But then the next day, I got the call of, "Hey, yeah, we want to hire you. We just got to finish tying loose ends." So really good stuff with that, because I didn't know how any of that was going to go for a little while. But like I said earlier on one of the other videos, I just got a lot of good luck from a lot of you, I guess. So, but yeah, you guys got any other questions or anything? I think I'm about to get off of here in a second. Probably do some reading if we don't go, like I said earlier, house hunting or anything like that. Right. Yeah, could totally run out of duplex though for some more manga cash. That's actually kind of a plan. If we get this one that has an extra little plot of land, we're going to build a little building on it for my brother, where he kind of has um, his necessities and everything, and we're going to add plumbing to it and water and electricity and all that other stuff, and kind of let him, I guess, rent like the land from us or the spot. So different stuff like that, pretty cool. Might even be able to get that pool now too. Yeah, he'll kind of live with me, but not live with me because he'll kind of be in another building that's like 20, 25 feet away. So something like that. Almost like he's a next door neighbor. What's up, RPX? We are actually getting pretty close to getting done. You missed out on Black Friday sales. You know Cyber Monday is where it's at, though. Cyber Monday sales are always the best. They might be not be like as good, but usually you get more options. I think Right Stuff's doing a thing right now where um, you can get. They started their Monday actually yesterday on Sunday, and it's going all the way to next Saturday or this coming Saturday. So some pretty cool stuff with that. You too. But yeah, RPX. We also got this. Can't wait. This is a Goblin Slayer Year One. Can't wait to get that done. Oh, I'm gonna have to get off of here before that. We probably got like another 2 minutes before I need to get off of here. I got some errands and stuff to run. We're gonna kind of do some house hunting too. Yeah, I mean, you could probably get like a PO box or something, and then let it all be like delivered there, and then go pick it up once a week or something like that. There's some different people do it that way. What's up, Amaskio J? Now Amaskio J's on here. Goodness, everything. We went through the entire manga hall, Amaskio J. We even got Goblin Slayer Year One, and the armor looks different. I had to show it for RPX, but I don't know how you'll feel about it. So I don't know if I want to show it to you. It looks cool. He's got a katana, and his helmet has horns on it, so it looks different than what we saw before. Yes, pretty good. Um, besides the job thing, well, I mean, I already had that perspective, but of getting a new one already. So that was the good part of it. But my family was like all over the place, and it was just kind of weird. Some of the different Thanksgivings I went to, so that was really about it. I can't wait to get into it then. But all right, guys, I will see all of you guys later. I think I have to do some other videos here soon as well. The other thing that I know that's happening this week is I got one more bookshelf to read. Yes, I have already read that one. Um, I have another bookshelf to put together, and then me and my brother are going to do my collection video. So that'll be pretty good, and we'll have this new stuff to add to it. So I just know there's going to be a lot of like moving other stuff around and all that. Yeah. So my brother gets back late tonight. I think I'm going to pick him up, and then we're going to start working on it tomorrow. Hopefully, with that next week, um, I plan on doing like the shelves, on doing each one with like story time and stuff of why I like the series, why I got into it, all that. But the other one, just the straight out collection video of what's in my collection and everything. As soon as we get that done, I'm probably going to start uploading that one. Um, so the only thing you'll have with that is basically like a grocery list. It'll be this is Naruto 1 through 72 and Bleach 1 through 64 or whatever it was, and that'll just be it with that. There won't be anything as far as like this is why I like this series or anything. And that'll, like I said, that'll just cover that'll just be like what my collection is, um, not any sentimental stuff for it. So, but yeah, that should be it. But yeah, like I said, I'll catch you guys later. Um, so, thanks for watching. See you guys later. Bye.